Hi guys. I am trying to do our videos better, and I'm still not very experienced at this, so I'm going to try to do some more research. But today we're going to can vegetable chicken soup because Jack really liked the pot pie that we made the other day. So we are going to can him some of his own soup so he isn't using mine. So we went through all the jars already, and we put a cup of chicken in each one of them. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put, I don't really measure this, we're going to put a handful of onions in there. Jack was crying like a baby earlier, weren't you, Jack?
Yeah.
From all the onions that he chopped. I said, poor baby. I felt really sorry for him, can't you tell? The next thing we're going to can actually is we're going to can, Jack's doing the, that means I made a mess. We're going to can some chili beans because he wants to can chili. And instead of just being nice and giving him some of mine, I'm making him can his own. Because he needs to start learning how to do this. So this time I'm kind of just doing it for him. So he's learning by watching. And then that way he brought his canner over. And then that way next time he can hopefully do it himself. So normally I would make my own broth, but we have tons of chicken broth. So we're going to use that. I need the carrots now. Oh. So we've got a handful of carrots, handful of celery, or a handful of onions, sorry. Now we're going to do a handful of carrots. And I like mine to be nice and full because you got to remember anything that you can, it's going to shrink down a little bit. So, you know, if you can put a full jar in there, that's always a good thing. I need to get my smusher downer thingy, my debubbler.
In there?
I don't know. It might be. Yeah, you can look and see. You guys, when we did this pot pie with this the other day, it was so good. Like, I can't even tell you how good it was. So, honestly, if you're going to try canning, this soup, not only is it good for, like, you know, you can do chicken noodle too as well. It's a Rebel canning thing. So, but it's really good, just warmed up. I got it over here, Jack. But in that pot pie, it was amazing. I mean, totally amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to use his jarred up chicken broth. I do have some that I canned of my own down in the basement. But we got tons and tons of this stuff, so we're going to actually try to use this up first. So I need you to, you're going to leave it at the 1 inch, whoops. We're going to leave it at the 1 inch headspace, so you're going to do that, and then if we need to add more, we will. My recycling guy is going to love me again this week. He probably gets really tired of all the stuff that we do. This chicken broth, believe it or not, you can use it for a lot of different things. Actually, when we make our home canned chicken mac and cheese, you actually use chicken broth for that too. So if you ever get a good deal on the chicken broth like this box stuff, grab a few because honestly you can use it in a lot of different recipes. Jack's actually keeping up.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that.
And then I will have a meal tonight, his roommate's night to cook tonight, so Jack won't be cooking dinner with me. And my husband's working till 7 tonight, so I figured that since he's going to be gone today so long, I might as well help Jack get some canning done. And hopefully this weekend we're going to do sweet potatoes with brown sugar. And you guys, that is so good. So good. And especially if you know anybody from the South, that's kind of how they usually eat their sweet potatoes anyway. And it's really, really good. And now this, because it's a quart, you are going to pressure can it for 90 minutes. All right, push that one down, Jack. Excuse me. Anything a quart that has meat in it, always pressure can for 90 minutes. If it's a pint, it's 75 minutes. Now, if you do fish, it's 100 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's pints or quarts, what it is, it's 100 minutes. It's a long time. So, all right, now we're gonna, where's the,
It's right here.
you got a couple over there that you can do? There you go. And then with all these, and make sure, and like I told Jack, make sure that you clean those tops off really, really good, because it has chicken in it. And so there means that you could have gotten fat from the chicken. And if you did, it will not seal. And by the way, I listened to this one place, it's called Santa Surfing, and I've been putting my videos on there as well. And she called Jack my husband.
Yeah.
Jack is not my husband, you guys. Jack is just, did you do this one?
Not yet.
No.
I did these two.
Okay. Jack is not my husband. He is my sister's brother-in-law. Not that he's not a good guy or anything, but I have an amazing husband. That was Tom that you guys seen in the video the one day. So, just to clear that up. He's my neighbor. We've been friends for
Over 20 years.
over 20 years. So, not the hubby. He's the helper. He's the neighbor. Yeah. But anyway, so Jack is starting. You obviously didn't watch those two, right?
Not yet.
Okay. Because I'm like, I can see chicken in them. So you're gonna do them finger tight, and when I say finger tight, that's exactly what I mean. So when you put it on, you want to put it up back, your lid on there, and just tighten down once. If you tighten too hard, they will not seal. And that's something else that his roommate and I kind of disagree with. Do not leave your lids, your rings on after you finish canning. It creates false seals.
Yeah, it does.
And then when you go downstairs and you find a bunch of rotted stuff because you didn't know it didn't set, that's not good, because a lot of things can be reprocessed. So if you catch it right in the beginning, you might be able to save all that food. So he's going to put them in there on the normal,
That was on the chart.
on your normal cookers. You got to get your lid.
I know.
It takes probably about 20 minutes to come up to pressure. Once it does, here, let me see your top there a minute, Jack. This is the blowhole right here. Once you turn this on high, it's building pressure. This little tag right here is going to come up. I think I can push it out this way. Yep, it's going to come up. When it gets done and that drops, you know that it's safe to pull your lid off. So this blowhole, once it's built pressure up, it's going to blow steam, heavy steam. You don't want just the intermittent, it goes, you don't want that. You want where the steam is completely coming out of there for 10 minutes. When that happens, then you can set your timer for 90 minutes. In Michigan here, it's 10 pounds of pressure. So we will come back when those are finished, and you can see how beautiful they are when they're done. Now we're going to set up to do his beans, because we're going to use my canner as well. So we'll see in a little bit. All right, guys. There's the chicken vegetable soup. Got 7 quarts. All finished and ready to go. And if you can see, I'll show you again. If you look in there, can you see it's still cooking? It's still boiling and finishing. And so they'll be left alone for 24 hours. Then we'll clean them up and Jack will take them home.